Before we jump fully into problem 4, it's probably a good idea to just take a moment and look at what's going on here. Our textbook has done this two different ways, and this is definitely one of the two ways. We're asked to start with a triangle ABC, and they give us its vertices. They tell us where A, B, and C are, so we know their coordinates. And then it says take that triangle and do something with it. And then it says take that original triangle, right? It's always going back to ABC. And then finally take the original triangle and do something with it. So this problem really it's important that we get triangle ABC correct to start with, because part A, B, and C are all going to make us go back to that original triangle and do something to it. So let's go ahead and plot the points for triangle ABC, and I guess I'll use red for this. Um, we'll start with A is at 1, 2, so here's point A. It says that B is at 3, 0, so here's my point B. And then finally C is at 5, over 5, and then up 4. So this is point C. So here's my original triangle, and I'm gonna sketch these vertices. This is not a graph. I'm sketching these. Okay, so here's my original triangle. The first thing I'm asked to do is to take that triangle and reflect it across the x-axis, right? So everything is just going to flip over on this x-axis. I'm going to get a mirror image of it just across the x-axis. So when I do that, B is going to go to itself, right? B is going to go to, this will be the new B, I'll call this B prime. A is going to go, it was up 2 units, now it's going to go down 2 units. So here's A prime. And C on this line where X was 5 went up 4, now it's going to go down 4. So here is the new C prime, right? So I now have this new triangle that's a reflection of the original triangle across the x-axis. Not too difficult. The next thing that we're asked to do is to take the original triangle, back to the red one, the ABC, and we're going to rotate that 90 degrees counterclockwise. Now, this is actually something that was pointed out to me by a student last year. They had done so many of these rotations left or right that they actually came up with this rule, something like this. It was, I hope I can get this right. I think it's that if you want to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, any point xy about the origin, any point xy goes to I think the opposite y comma x. So let's try this and see what these look like. I'm doing this without the patty paper. And it's fine if you're still using, that's okay. But I encourage you to think about transformational rules like this that allow you to kind of write down rules that make it easier to do. So let's go ahead and move point A. Instead of A being at 1, 2, it's going to go to negative 2, 1. So I'll grab blue for this. It's going to go to negative 2, 1. So this should be my A double prime. It's another new triangle that's based on the original one. Um, and then I'm going to take, let's take B. B is at 3, 0, and it should go to, let's see, the opposite, negative 0. So it's going to go to 0, positive 3. So this is where B is going to go, right? B is going to be here. So this is B double prime. And then finally, you can see C was at 5, 4. So that value of Y, I'm going to take the opposite and move it up. So it's going to become the point. It's going to become the point negative 4 and then up 5. Negative 4 and then up 5. So this is the point that we're calling C and then double prime. So I now have this triangle right here that results from the rotation 90 degrees clockwise about the origin. Okay, the final transformation, again, I'm going back to the original triangle, the original one. And it says for that one, I'm going to just basically subtract 5 from the x coordinates and subtract 6 from the y. So for A, I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think you can see, but I went back 5, and then I went down 6, so I can erase that. And I'm going to keep doing that for all of them. For B, I'm going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Kind of didn't fit on the graph paper. And then for the last one, C, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I can sketch this one. There we go. There we go. There we go. So these are, oh, let's see. This is A and then triple prime. There's 3 of them there. This is C triple prime, and this is at B triple prime. So the last part of this question is I got to write down a few of these coordinates just to prove I know what's going on here. So A prime, I can see from the diagram here, A prime is at the point 1, -2. Got it. B prime, B double prime rather, that is at 0 and then up 3. And then finally, C triple prime. C triple prime is at 0, -2. X is 0, Y is -2. So there we are. That's question number 4 in its entirety.